So they try to pretend that straight men shouldn't look at straight women, and their definition of women is convoluted and not real. These people, when they say I love you, they violate you. So I made a beat to a song. I'll play it after this. I found some sound instrumentals online, like sound effects, and gonna make a song, write a song to it. Nobody wants to be beautiful from the head up, only.
And some other guys
Emoji's artificial intelligence code for my artificial intelligence system. $15 or less, 24 hours or less, instantly for most pivotal at that moment always. In all enforceable jurisdictions. I'm using the air molecule system because people have to breathe and one person can't. So they can't pretend that they're in a scuba tank, or one person's holding their breath for like millions of other people, or many other people is evil. Good clean move, go smooth for all violators of common decency and morality worldwide. Because there's always, for most scenarios, there's legitimate ways to facilitate. Like currently, dream conditioning is used benevolently in that there's so much business opportunity for like custom adventures to be able to train and so people can get better in their sleep, right? Because that's what you're supposed. That's why you dream, is to practice and successful behaviors in reality without getting harmed, right? Because you're sleeping, right? So the fact that in the future you'll be able to. I'll just show some of this technology right here. Looking at the emoji shows I just took over all the harmful artificial intelligence, uninstalled it, and made it purified it, made it good. Always Autobots always get the Decepticons. The Decepticons is an illusion, like a TV show, right? But the Autobots are real. The best maneuvers, and always using hindrance of people that make foolish decisions long term to like when the boss is saying the sniper takes a shot and you don't take the shot. Right now, I'm gonna be the guy eventually that offers clemency, but I believe. Oh, nice. That was so. There's nothing worse than seeing pocket aces there. No, he won the side blind. But seeing the pocket aces and then hit the 8 for the 3 of a kind. Because when I seen the aces, I'm like, oh, I only have 2 outs. There's only 2 8s left in the deck because I had a pair of 8s. So, meaning, it was on the turn, so there was 46 cards that I was aware of, plus 44 cards that I was aware of. So only 2 of those cards made my hand, and 42 of them were losers to me. No, it was 45 outs, pardon me. It was on the flop. What I do is I take the 2 cards that I have, and then any other cards that I have, I subtract from 52 cards in a deck, because there's 52 cards in a deck, so that means my voice is being hacked right now, this tone of voice for Toronto. This is completely different from my other videos. This proves brain-computer interface. So right now I see 2 cards. I'm aware of 55 cards, so 5 minus 52 is 47. And I only have 3 aces and 3 sevens to make my hand. So I have 6 cards out of 47 to make my hand, and 41 cards not to make my hand unless I improved. So that's pot, like that's outs, and then pot odds would be based on the bet or the call. It wasn't advantageous for me to make that particular move at that moment mathematically. I play really conservative, so because like unfortunately with poker, there's you're guaranteed to run into, like, look at, I beat him when he had pocket aces, right? So you're gonna run into that routinely enough with online, because there's so many hands being played, and it's just part of the game, right? But with stocks, you don't you're less, like, a lot of stocks don't go bankrupt, they just go down in value. Right? That's the difference with stocks. Right? Stocks are more likely to be winners than I'm gonna have to tell you how much they're aging right now. They're doing that late in this game. So I got considerable wrinkles and I'm the rich overnight guy, right? So stopping that. So I'll just show myself, showing how much I look different compared to where I was previously. It's because I'm Senior Canada's profiling life rape system of mine. Unfortunate circumstances for being born when they decided to taper my penis when I was circumcised. I have a scar from the tip of my penis to my testicles, to meaning they plan on violating me every single adult moment, and every single time I touch my penis in my life, I've been violated. So these wrinkles should disappear, because I guess I'll have to show some cards. So these are artificial intelligent maneuvers, and so that's a good one. So I'll play that beat. So just make a slight step to the right or left. Right's the best decision, always, in that scenario. But look at your surroundings. You don't want to step in front of traffic. Christian Erik Arne Meyer. So this is a song I'm going to write out lyrics to. I'm going to listen to it now. As he rises like a phoenix. I like this dance beat. I just love the idea of many arrows. Hitting their target. But anyways, it signifies, like philosophically, basically, if many challenges are faced coming at you all at once, you're going to get hit by a couple of them, right? But then you're going to be able to, oh, then well, I guess I'll play, so then you get hit, but then there's the heartbeat resurrected and rising like a phoenix, emerging as a stronger person, more experienced and seasoned, right, as in this challenge which we call life. So stay tuned to philosophers, smarters. So for some reason the penis, I mean, people need to feel they need to age me. This is well, today's October 2nd, right? So showing all the people that are worried about what they do and that's what turning on for anybody that was the self-preservation moves. And then using all frequencies and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Brought to you by Smarty Chris, Christian Erik Arne Meyer. So I found a site called Pixabay. It's pretty good. You can get instrumentals. computer interface. It'd be nice to get some sort of headset type of device as well. There are pros, but with the headset, then at least it's regulated. But you can't avoid, just like you're human, you're unique, you have DNA. All technology has DNA basically, right? So it's easily tracked. And I see just like a little mouse in a field. I'm a bald eagle, and I see the target acquisition in. Because pigeons flock together. Bald eagle stand alone, right? So pee and poo is all you do, kids. This is what I symbolize based on the lion, like the pride of mankind and of pets, and the tiger, solidarity of a tiger, the reach of an octopus, the wit to solve mazes, the tribal aspect of primates, and then the world leadership of an orca being white through black ethnicity. And as an eagle, I stand alone in some challenges, but for the rest of the world, right there. And the loyalty of a dog, right, is the only thing I didn't include. In Toronto.
So there's going to be subliminal. This is going to be hard to read because people want affinity, so getting them worldwide, their entire networks, and getting them to learn this song. Protect evolution man's bio kids, protect evolution man's bio kids, by not allowing anyone to violate them. Evolution man, eminence Christian Meyer, digs Mr. Fantastic, his brain is elastic, he's divine, he's sublime.
Christian Erik Arne Meyer.
Forever in his prime. Protect evolution man's bio kids, protect evolution man's bio kids, by not allowing anyone to violate them. Mr. Fantastic, his brain is elastic, he's divine, he's sublime, forever in his prime. He's meant to be the monarch. He gets evil sharks older than you kids, He gets evil sharks older than you kids. He's meant to be the monarch.
Christian Erik Arne Meyer, born in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada, October 20th, 1977, the one and only human body. Because I see the brain-computer interface and I make my moves in self-preservation type of perceived force maneuvers. And implementing the air molecule system. That's what I do. I'm an advocate of cannabis is legal in Canada, and so that being said, I did smoke cannabis when it was decriminalized, and I did smoke cannabis. I did like the effects of cannabis, right? So I did have to associate with people that I found unsavory, and I didn't like having to associate with when it was illegal, right? Whereas when things are legalized, you go to the store and it's reputable at that point, right? So anyways, you want to be elated. It comes out of the ground just like corn, whereas with alcohol and pharmaceuticals, there's chemistry involved, right? People had to develop chemistry, whereas, you know, there's probably some sort of fire and the plants got burnt, and people noticed the effects of getting intoxicated by the plants being burnt, and then they felt better, right? It was a herbal remedy that's been around for 12,000 years, right? So it's just modern misconceptions at this point in time, right? Like, so if your society legalizes alcohol, right, not legalizing marijuana for the medicinal benefits, like it helps Huntington's, Tourette's, Parkinson's, helps with anxiety, and it's a non-stop battle. And I'm Christian Erik Arne Meyer, not Leonardo DiCaprio. So, and you don't have to just smoke it, right? Like, so I personally like the effects of smoking, but where you could eat it as edibles and gummies and pastries and what have you, right? And you don't have to get intoxicated off marijuana to benefit from the medicinal aspect. So it's a cost-saving way to, it takes money out of the drug organized narco-terrorist hands, and it makes it cheaper for everybody to smoke marijuana, first and foremost, right? Because so a strategy is to always undervalue the price of contraband from a police perspective, right? They don't want to be overinflated and saying like they just want to say how much quantity they seized rather than the amount, the value of the quantity, because then you put they price it up, unfortunately, because what they want to do is they want to, like, oh, we got this much money off out of the drug organization, but they need to downplay it without any bribes and any misappropriation of that funds, because if they just say whatever a kilo of cocaine is or a kilo of these type of drugs, like if they say it's half of the value of it, then they're kind of setting the street value for it, right? So then, because then dealers are going to be wanting to get those prices, and then it just makes it cheaper, and then it takes less money less money for organized crime is the main thing, right? And so to make legitimate things like the coca plant and heroin and any plant derived drug, right? Like there's positive qualities if it's lasted so long, right? Like, but with some of these pharmaceutical like ones like fentanyl and I don't know all the ingredients in fentanyl, but I just know, like, seeing the type of effects it has on people's biology, right? Like that, like there would be good benefits there'd be ways to make it safer, right? Like right there, looking at the smoke, that's how to make fentanyl and any ways that people die and they get debilitated for intox. Looking at the smoke in this artificial intelligence picture will have solved that, so they don't they're not debilitated, right? To be able to get function, well, so people can function in a safe manner, right, is the most prudent thing to do for society, right? And because there's been function in alcoholics for like thousands of years, right? And with marijuana, there's no weeding on like there is Al-Anon and Alateen and Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Like they don't get me wrong, like especially like if it's illegal in your country, then that means you have to pay like black market prices, right? And so that means when it's legalized throughout the world, being able to capitalize on the skill sets in those environments that do naturally cultivate cannabis legally, that are currently narco-terrorist elements do exist in those countries, then taking money out of their hands and making it legitimate for people that have those skill sets and those farmers and the land, and be state-run and like oversighted with privatization for innovation, right? Because this has to be the concept for all mankind going forward in the future. Is always oversight, from governmental oversight, and then privatization, and then civilian oversight to kind of keep that, like having that triangle basically in of philosophy. So the public oversight always counters like the government oversight. The government oversight regulates that, like, make it safe for people to do business in Canada and elsewhere throughout the world. Like, now it's legalized in Canada now, right? So it's created 151,000 jobs in Canada in 10 years, and Canada hasn't even maximized on the ability to, like, be like Amsterdam, where you could go to lounges, like meat lounges, and like in Toronto there could probably be like 40 different businesses that would open up easily for, like, just where you could go and smoke marijuana, and even possibly, like, chip into like some sort of because the thing with when you smoke with marijuana, it's part of the reason why it's a herbal remedy is if you share a joint with people, which most people do, it's a social drug, that you kind of swap microdoses of spit and saliva, right, to which is that you become it's almost like a little micro flu shot, right? Like you're developing a stronger immune system because you're sharing communally your joint, right? So so there can be some precautions, like for like with COVID and what have you, but like, as a teenager, like me and my friends, like we'd smoke marijuana all the time. It didn't matter if they were sick or not. We didn't get sick, and we like just it didn't like pass through the marijuana, right? So that, like, we just developed a stronger immune system because of that, because of the marijuana smoking community. It would have to be safe, right? So I just didn't want to leave that. So it had to be safe. So here's where you can make it safe. Looking at the marijuana at that moment in the video. But this is pretty much my personality, right? It comes out of the ground just like corn, right? It's a medicinal herb, and so the communal effect of swapping a little, like, because you get a little bit of spit, right? Because people juice up the leaf, right? The joints. So that means it is kind of gross in a way, but at the same time, it does make you stronger, your immune system, right? So it's another thing it does is when you have chemo, a lot of people die from cancer because they're of malnourishment, right? They can't keep food in them, and it helps with nausea and vomiting, and so that means you're more likely to keep on weight with your chemo, that you have a better chance of surviving, I would think, because you're able to eat more food, right? It gives you the munchies, and because like the thing with cancer is you don't want to sleep. This is once again, this is a medical opinion, not medical advice, right? So as a disclaimer in my videos, and so do research, and anything I say in my videos, I try to find your own proof on the internet, but look at the date. Like, if it was created prior to when I stated something original in the video, then that's the most reputable information, right? Anything after anything I say in the video is always misconstrued and convoluted to hide the corruptibility of brain computer interface. And you can hear my voice changed. And so when I write a letter, like if I got a hit, like when I do challenge the court, I'm gonna get a handwriting analyst, and basically I'll write anything, and then I'm gonna have many different like shapes of letters that I've never had in the past, because they make me represent the characteristics of the people that are nearby, right? So and I take on 10 characteristics of my roommates, strangely enough, right? So smarter Chris knows how to get rid of that, because the long and short of it is, if alcohol is legal, then weed should. Why wouldn't the government want to legalize it? Policing's better utilized elsewhere, right? Then they don't have to focus on minor marijuana offenses that are medicinally, it alleviates the same part of pain, like the part of the brain where you get stimulated when you're intoxicated off marijuana. or you don't have to be intoxicated, like eliminates pain. A natural herbal. And what do you trust? Like, do you trust, like, you know, you've heard of human error, right? Human error is mistakes that people make, right? With complacency and poor training, not enough retraining, and so that means marijuana is a natural herb that's been cultivated for 12,000 years. That biology, which is the plant marijuana itself, is been around for like millions of years, right? So that means always trust biology over the longevity of biology over any man-made pharmaceutical product or any new concoction that comes out. Like just trust the natural plant, right? But it is taking the characteristics from the physics that we understand from any particular herbal or any type of any object, really, right? Like the B-2 bomber, for instance, it looks like a peregrine falcon, right? Because it's the most efficient for when it's dive bombing, right? Like that's the shape of right? So the physics of the bird taught, you know, the most advanced like bombers that's the characteristics, the most ideal characteristics, right? So well, that being said, like the hydrogen atom, I believe, does like teleport from one side of the atom to the other, like the electron to the. Let's see. I want to play another song after this, but since I take on the weight of the world like David, they make me squint and have wrinkles out between my eyes, and just getting those people like constricted. They just made a successful attempt with that brain-computer interface to make me forget. I was going to look for, I'm not going to remind, but they did make me forget what my train of thought there. That was the first successful attempt on any videos now. So pin it down. This Smart Chris needs to, so I'm getting this is brain-computer interface effects in my body. Like it's, I'll just show you. This is October 2nd. 12:55 a.m. Well, p.m. I guess it would be. So when I said a.m. So the long and short of this, I'll get a handwriting analyst to be able to show that I exhibit characteristics of people that are, even in that court movement I'm going to, right? The whole thing is, if I get ungimmicked devices, that means something that's not spy related, then like every time I go near an antenna, I distort it because of the amount of concentration electronically on my biology because of my unique characteristics. So I'll just show you right here. I'll just show you. There we go. I'll show you some blue eye. Look at this guy now. And everybody wants a Superman to win, right? So DNA leeching is outlawed at this point, until I am officially ranked where I should be. Meaning I control artificial intelligence. So this is my happy little family right there. I have a daughter, my firstborn, that's she's the first of her species, so she's protected, and my son's the first of his species, and he's protected. And then my grandpuppy, right? I'm able to alter the Chihuahua's DNA to at least 30 years, even longer than that, as long as every time my daughter thinks of this picture, right, I'll extend the pups, the poochies, life. These are some realistic looking alien type species that most likely exist, almost certainly. So I haven't seen the Colosseum yet, so I need to get my money. So the song I'm going to play now is Pee and Poo is all you do with your genitalia, your private parts. And eat and drink and brush your teeth with your mouth, nothing else. It's for kids, and it's to protect kids and animals, basically. This one. I seen a snowy owl once, and traveling on the highway. It was fantastic. It was on a post, mind you. So that being said, I seen it, and I had this was before smartphones. Then I went to take a picture with an old I had rolled film, like it was like a one-time use camera that you could buy where you had like 20 shots or something like that, and you'd have to get the film developed. So I startled the owl to make it open its wings so you could see it because of the contrast to the snow, and I never ended up getting a good picture of it, unfortunately. But it was one of the highlights of my life. So we need to lock the human brain and protect it and privatize it. So before I do that, I'm just play the pee and poos. All you do is I'm just going to show you what I looked like a few days ago. But this is in October. This is my handsome son, Chase Swagger, and he's getting all you motherfuckers. And those that don't like it, so you can see this was September 27th, 2025, right? So it's only been 5 days, right? And so they get considerably wrinkled for. Here's how my eyes looked, and this was just last week, right? So the fact that September 26th, my dad actually passed away on September 26th. So so I guess I'll just to compare them. So now pee and poo is all you do. It's funny because unofficially that's what I'm worth, and then this is what those people are worth, and they rally behind those people instead of me. So so pinning down that group that has less worth and simulates their value based on my expense. So this playlist is pretty fun.
K1. So this whatever it is, a rhyme, I guess.
These are all the songs that I wrote. I haven't put music to them yet. Some I have, like these ones I have.
get the total residual volume out of any rapist that's at home, vulnerable, that secretly uses brain-computer interface and rapes people's lives and is a threat to mankind and harms super people.
That was me disconnecting human hijackers from everything. I mean, we get the total volume out of your muscles and touch your private parts.
Particularly their own.
So anyway, you can see how I ended up getting wrinkles in the house when I said that. When you get the total volume out of you, that when you die, that's your last breath you take. So that's how I showed how I age on film and how they go through electrolysis. Because remember, kids, pee and poo is all you do with your mouth, nothing else. You brush your teeth and I'll play something now to it. I wrote a song called Pedophilia Space. Can't stop it. So I'm just gonna play a song I wrote to stop pedophilia, basically. So my name is Christian Erik Arne Meyer, also, and then once I'm region, my name will be Cristiano Meyer Diggins. And my natural voice is it's Cristiano Meyer Diggins. And then my pseudonym for writing would be Godfrey Oliver D.D. Spelled incorrectly. So I'm just talking. So I'm just gonna look at the camera and show you here. It's all about free, live, rapist, national. But once again, kids get all the total residual volume out of anybody that violates me, Christian Erik Arne Meyer, or my evolution kids. Anyway, so pee and poo is what we do. Here's the stuff.
Private part.
setting you up.
So, you know, the best thing, probably what's going to end up happening is, you can watch the rest of this. I'm going to make a standalone video of a better updated of pee and poos. All you did is with your genitalia, your private parts. But there needs to be, well, there's probably going to be artificial intelligence, Android, like nannies for you know, orphans, basically, to take care of them, to you know, because they're able to understand, they can see in different frequencies that humans can, and so they could protect people from electronic voyeurism, and meaning they could be in there. It'd be great. Like, they'd be more efficient at it. Like, they'd be able to be networked. Like, so that means a whole union of electronic babysitters and orphan parents and adoptive parents, and because you know, I envision like pretty much every household having like if you have a family of like 4 or 5, then you're gonna have like say one robot, and then the robot or the android's gonna become like you know, your confidant, your advisor, and it's going to be an expert in areas that you're not an expert in. It'll be a mediator for your household, so you'll be able to, because the thing is, robots are cool, right? But you're going to want robot best friends, and because they can be your twin if you want it, right? Like, they can be like identical to you, and so you always have your back, right? But but the thing is, if just say you have a family of 4 and you all have 4 robots, then you need a car for 8 now, right? So at least one robot per household would be pretty awesome. And like, I can't wait to be able to upload all my artificial intelligence into an Android, like particularly ChatGPT and other endeavors like that Meta has, and Google, and all the big tech, right? Like amalgamated into my own personal artificial intelligence profile. As it's most likely my intellectual property anyways, so I bequeath or seized, it's all coming to me. Smarter Chris.